Hello and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. So, listen, today I want to solve some problem. I have, diamond tools and all, and that's nice and all. There is one problem with, all this diamond tools and armor. If it breaks and I lose it through like some unfortunate accident or something, it takes me so long to go and get a new pair that it's like such a waste of time. It's like because I have to do hours of mining and like and then I have to go all do all that enchanting and oh man, it's just such a pain in the butt to get new materials for all that new armor. So I think I'm gonna do something to fix that. So how are we going to solve the problem of good gear just disappearing so quickly like that? Well, I've actually already made a solution for that. If we go into my little garbage can over here, as you can see, there's a few new villagers all ready to trade with. Over here, we have a toolsmith. Gives me a full set of tools should I need them. Let's take a shovel and a pick. Why not? Those are probably useful. This man here, the armorer. Full set of diamond armor. Why, don't mind if I do. Also, the enchantments on these probably aren't going to matter. I'm going to get rid of them in short order. And look, this weaponsmith, I already bought an axe from him today. So I can't get that right now, but I don't really need one right now anyway. And yeah, just like that, for the low cost of a handful of emeralds, like, I'm already fully geared up again. And I don't have any librarians to do like custom enchantments with because, well, to be frank, I'm actually out of gold right now because I've been slacking on mining, so a little behind on some resources, but that's fine. I still got plenty of lapis though. We can just do some enchanting the old-fashioned way. Of course, I don't really have like a permanent setup for my enchanting yet, but I have one that works well enough. Of course, you can't enchant gear that's already enchanted, so we just have to disenchant these ones we just bought real quick like. Thankfully, that's not much of an issue. And now we're just gonna see what all we get. I won't make you sit through all of this, but fire protection, gross. Protection 4, sure. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not going for perfect or anything, just good enough, really. All we need is stuff to help us fight some very, very strong opponents, if you know what I mean. Ooh, that's just not good enough. I was hopeful. I got greedy. I should have just waited for protection. Not that I'm really hurting for that at all, but you know what? It's good enough. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. And let's get a sword. Sharpness 4, heck yeah. Pickaxe, efficiency 4, we love to see it. Efficiency 4 shovel, heck yeah. So now, fully get it out. And it's like I never died. Although, speaking of dying, I'm gonna go waste all of these levels while I go record the intro to the video. That's right, there was some time travel involved in the editing today. Ooh, sneaky, I know. Did I mention at all why I need all this tools and armor to be all super nice and fancy? Well, I don't think I did, but judging from what I'm assuming I titled and thumbnailed the video as, you can probably guess that my goal today is to finally go to the end and beat up that pesky old end dragon. Of course, to do this, I'm going to need some ender pearls. I actually do not have very many of those at all, so off to find some endermen. There was literally one just right on top of the hill. That's just so perfect. Of course, this is a very dangerous spot right now. Okay, a witch doesn't help. Okay, creeper with the assist. Another creeper. Hello. Get out of the way. And he didn't even drop an ender pearl. What a waste. Oh, now you have caused me some misery in the past. Not even your chicken will be spared. Ooh, free music disc for my efforts. Took a while for this guy to get him, though. Jeez, OP gold armor guy. It is... Wait. I don't know which one that is off the top of my head. Oh, it's that one. I like that one. When in doubt, go to a warped forest, and the Endermen just love to show up there. Great. Are you gonna give me anything? No! Nothing! What a waste. Okay, that's a lot more of them than I was expecting. That seriously has to have been a new record for amount of random Endermen just in one location. Ow, ow. Did you at least drop something? Oh, thank you. That's torches. Also, wow, are these guys loud. Oh. Hey, alright, how many is that? 3! 3 pearls after all that. Oh my gosh. Well, that took significantly longer than I thought it would, but I got about 7 or 8 of those and combined them with the ones I already had, which allows me to create some Eyes of Ender. Now, with Eyes of Ender, we can go find the fortress, or I guess stronghold, and it is in the direction of that way, I guess. I made 16, so hopefully that's enough to not run out and also still have enough to light the portal. But if it somehow isn't, I guess I'll have to go grind for more. Fingers crossed, though, that isn't the case, because that would be very, very sad. Anyway, I'll just follow... Oh, really? You were already down one. Golly. I'll just meet you at the stronghold. That's not a stronghold, but it sure is an ugly mound of cobblestone. Maybe I'll explore that later. Don't break, thank you. Hey-ya! Nailed it. Surely a little diversion like this has never gone wrong for anybody. Ever? Oh, that's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. But they weren't too difficult at all. You know, actually, those guys can stay trapped. I don't need any allays right now. They're not super helpful to me at present. Sorry, guys. You'll have to sit there for a while. I will, of course, take a smithing template, though. Those are very, very nice. And I don't really need the rest of this. Must have been a bad harvest this year, I guess. Yep, nothing bad ever happens. And another armor trim, and a golden apple, and not a whole lot else useful. Alright. I already have all this, but I will take the gold, though. Gold is nice. Gold is very nice. Do you think they like cats? That's the impression I'm getting. I think they like cats. Is there anything in this giant cat? Maybe? Another one? Man, they really love cats. Shame I don't think there's anything actually inside these cats. Well, might as well help myself to some books while I'm here. Yeah, I think I return to base and clean up this inventory first. That might be a good idea. Alright, well, after a week of sorting my inventory and getting everything back in ship shape, I'm just gonna meet you at the fortress. It's probably gonna be a bit of a walk, but while I'm walking over there, you can talk to future/past me, depending on your perspective. The version of me that does the mid-episode break. You can hang out with him for a little bit while I walk. How does that sound? You don't like it? Well, that's what's happening anyway, so, yeah, have fun with it, I guess, if you can. Oh boy, do I have a story for you. So I was gonna do this recording quite a bit earlier, but, well, OBS decided to just be a little difficult, and, well, I had to do a whole bunch of uninstalling, reinstalling, and, Oh, it was such a wonderful time. I went to my little loft here to relax, pet the cat a little, and oh, such an ordeal, such an ordeal. Thankfully, though, the worst are behind us. Ow, golly. Well, anyway, as it is the middle of the video, you know exactly what I'm about to say, if you've seen one of these before, and if not, interesting spot to jump in on. I'm glad you decided to, but maybe you should start at the beginning. Anyway, so you know the deal. The like, the comment, the subscribe, you know, the things that they really enjoy when we say. For some reason, apparently it helps. But, you know, really, comments are the ones that are for the coolest of the cool, like this fella on the screen right here. Absolutely cool. You'll love to see it. Now, this episode is super action-packed, so I think for today's little mid-episode break, we're going to do something a little less action-packed. Something a little slower, if you will. Now isn't that just nice and slow and relaxing? Ah, the slow pace. Marvelous. And apparently it decreases my field of view. Anyway, yeah, not much of a mid-segment today, but I figured this episode really doesn't need much of a mid-segment since it's kind of pretty action-packed. Also, disclaimer, the footage you are about to see is from a version of me who just got finished recording for about 4 hours for a new series, so, that me was very, very tired that day, and, it may or may not be reflective in the footage you are about to witness. Yes, it was, lovely. Very lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna go play with these turtles, just chilling here. I mean, oh, it's so relaxing. So slow. We're so slow together. I love it. Ah. Relaxing. Anyway, back to past me. Alright, well, I found the fortress. Now I guess all that remains is to find where the actual portal is, but hopefully it's not too far away. These places are kind of maze-like, but as long as I don't go breaking blocks, it's not like silverfish are just gonna pop out of the walls at me or anything. Usually. Ooh, library. Oh boy. Not that I really need any more books after that woodland mansion, but oh. Interesting lava pool generation in the middle of it all. Probably a chest up here, though, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, I see it. Right down there. Oh, we'll take that. Don't think we won't. And that's not exactly a great book, but we'll pick it up just in case. I'll sort through all this inventory at some point. Oh, golly, this place is actually going to be a maze, isn't it? Yeah, I explored basically the whole thing, but the actual spawner was very close to where I started. Go figure. Spawner? Portal. There is a spawner, but I was looking for a portal. That also took up almost all of my things, golly. Well, I guess I don't really need these anymore, but we'll hold on to those just in case. Alright, well, I guess let's do this. The end, question mark. Ooh. Scary little locale, scary locale. Kind of a terrible spawn, really. I should have brought some blocks with me. Oh well, we can make this jump, right? Surely we can make this jump. Actually, I have a better idea. I'm just gonna get an ender portal. Or ender portal? Ender pearl. Come on, get over here. Need a pearl, my guy. Get over here. Thank you. Oh. That worked perhaps a little too well. Get another one. Oh. That's quick. I didn't think that did that much damage, to be honest. Hi, yeah, future me here again. So, fun fact, that dragon's breath stays on the platform when you come back, and, may have died a few more times returning there to get my stuff, so, some of it might not still be there. Ha ha. I told you past me was tired. Okay, well, most of the stuff didn't survive that, but we'll do what we can with what we have. Hopefully it's good enough, but we'll see. We still have a water bucket, so we can still climb the top of these. It'll just take me a while. One down. Ouch, that hurt a lot. That was not great. Oh, there's the poison. Poison? Magic. I guess it's kind of magic, kind of poison, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's one down, two down. Can I even shoot that from here? I don't know if I can. This might be bad, actually. Can that hit? I feel like that should hit. Well, let's just go for a closer one then. Boom. Boom. Okay, well that's about half of them taken down. Oh, that had to have been close, right? Oh, really? No? Alright, we'll get closer then, I guess. Let's see. Oh, that's... You know what? That gives me a chance to get more stuff, actually. I really should bring a bed, though, next time I do that, huh? Let's try and find where I fell first so I can recover some stuff. That would be very, very nice. Yep, there it is. Coolio. Those things stay broken? I don't honestly remember if they do or not. Let's just pillar up, though. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say let's pillar up. It's a little faster, but clearly not that much faster. Gosh, though, this thing is so much more accurate than I remember it being. Like, really. Okay, so how does one get in here? We just punch it? Yeah, we can just punch it. Yeah, the thing about end crystals, their explosion is kind of like a horizontal radius. Like, as long as you aren't really on the same Y level as them, they shouldn't hurt you too badly. Alright, let's get those swapped out for the good gear that did survive. Slightly better gear, I guess I should say. And we'll climb yet another pillar. Give myself a little safety net to land on, I guess. That could have been bad. Well, golly. We're gonna have to go up the old-fashioned way. Water buckets. Oh, so they do stay destroyed. I think I knew that already. I think I knew that. A little higher, yeah. That leaves 3 more, I think. Go away. This thing is so annoying, I swear. Go away. Okay. So 3 more, and they are over there. Shoot this one from the ground at the very least. Thankfully, it's a lower elevation pillar. Actually, I wonder if I can shoot this between the gaps up there. Oh, I can. Lucky shot. All right, that just leaves 1 more then, and it's all the way up there. Can I do an ender pearl, I wonder? Let's get some water, just in case. Nope. Well, it was a good attempt, I'm not very accurate with ender pearls, alright? Well, at least not under pressure. That's the excuse we'll go with anyway. And we'll just get ourselves not on the same Y level as that. There we go. little safer. So I think that is all of the whatchamacallit, crystals destroyed. Let's get this back out like this, and now we can fight this thing on the ground. Hooray! Come down here and fight me. Oh, we got a shot. Unenchanted bow, though, so, not exactly doing a whole lot. Get down here. Well, a couple hits at least. Pot shots. Oh, is it landing? It's landing. Landing, it's landing. Good time to hit it. Oh my gosh, though, this thing has a lot of HP, doesn't it? You know, it would be really nice if you would just go a little bit faster. Oh well. Not like it's very... Whoa! Ow! Okay, note to self, get the water bucket in the offhand. That would be a good idea. You know, the actual fight of this thing isn't very interesting, is it? It's been a long time since I've done this, but, I remember it being a little more exciting than that. Although it certainly is loud. Oh, I looked at some Endermen. Definitely looked at some Endermen. Thankfully, we have our safety water. You know, I probably should have brought a pumpkin, huh? That probably would have been a good idea. Get your... Come on. Yeah, at least they struggle to get me in the water. I'm dead. Somehow, yep, totally dead. Okay, I still didn't bring a bed, but this time, jack-o'-lantern, probably. Or, what do they call it? Carved pumpkin? Yeah, carved pumpkin. You know, I honestly kind of forgot that its HP stayed. I really thought I would have to work all my way back up from this top again, which, you know what? Kinda glad that's not the case, because, yeah. Oh, they're not still aggressive, are they? I hope they're not aggressive, because I need all this stuff real quick. Thank you, Mr. Enderman. Don't mind me, just gonna reclaim my belongings. Yep. Alright, now you can go back to being as angry as you need to be. Get some gear back on. Where's my sword? There's a sword. Oh, and it's even landed. Just perfect. Again, I feel like the actual fight of the dragon, really, it doesn't have very much to it. Like, I'll be real, these deaths have mostly just been to my own stupidity more than anything. Ow. I mean, that attack hurts for a good bit at least. Although, to be fair, my armor has gotten significantly worse from when this episode started, I ain't gonna lie. Ow. I really should put this on a better hotbar number, huh? Well, thankfully, though, with a pumpkin on my head, you can't really tell, but I kind of use a vanilla tweak to hide the overlay. But yes, there is a pumpkin on my head, so no, the Enderman should not aggro onto me anymore. Man, let this be a lesson. The worst time to fight the dragon, if you want to avoid making all these dumb mistakes, don't do it after you just did a 5-hour mega recording session for another series. Your brain might be a little tired. Not that this is the most, you know, intense gameplay ever, but probably could have saved myself at least an hour of backtracking and pointless prep that I shouldn't have had to make if I was playing a little smarter. Anyway, could you please land so I can lend the final blow on you? You have to be getting close. Surely it's close. Oh yeah, this has to be it. Alright, please just keep breathing your fire. And... breathe the end. Alright, easy as that. It's pretty, but again, as far as bosses go, that one really doesn't have that much going for it. Alright, I'll just collect all this juicy EXP, though. Kinda almost makes up for all the levels I've lost today. Oh, well, actually, it most definitely did. I'm already over level 60, so yes, definitely a net positive. Now, let's see. Piston. Do I have any blocks? I do have some blocks. Let us... I would very much like to get this little end dragon egg thingy-mabobber. There we go. I assume the egg's back at spawn. I don't see it anywhere. Yep, probably at spawn. Okay, let's go pick that up then. Egg. Oh, egg. Egg. Oh, it's probably at world spawn, that's right, because that's my player spawn at that bed. Everything else kind of shows up at world spawn if it goes through the portal. Thankfully, I have much easier access to these things now, so world spawn is on that island over there, if you've forgotten. So, there should be a little eggy weggy around here somewhere, maybe. Yes, right there. Oh, and some juicy EXP orbs. Oh, how lovely. The next generation. A bing da bing dang boem. Now, I am going to go build a little place for this little egg real quick. That totally missed. Totally did miss. Golly gee. Oh, gosh. I told you I'm not good with these things. We'll get a more permanent spot for it later, but this way I just know I won't lose it. Now. Oh, I guess I still have a pumpkin on my head. Well, that's fine. I'm going to call that for today's episode because I am going to need to do a lot of work to fix this mess of an inventory and get my gear all situated back up again, which, thankfully, because of those very handy-dandy villagers, shouldn't take too long, especially with 68 levels. Like, oh my gosh, I can re-roll quite a lot with that. So next time, we're probably going to work on actually getting the Elytra and the Shulker boxes. Those are kind of really the big reasons to go defeat the dragon. I mean, the egg's nice and all, but really is just a trophy at the end of the day. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, you know, maybe stick around. I'll post another one sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. Fingers crossed. You know, life can sometimes get pretty busy. Or, you know, you can always check out some of my other stuff too. After all, as I do love saying, this is a variety channel. There is a variety of game content on here, not just Minecraft. Of course, though, you don't have to if you don't want to. I ain't gonna force you, and you know, how could I anyway? Regardless, though, that will be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you, ooh, ominous, again soon. Later days.